And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire on the map submitted by the community. We're on round 124, and we have 7 decisions to deal with. And we did kill 7 infantry for the intern. Okay. Military favoring research is probably fine. All the stuff we want to discover. Before we got, tech sharing, discovery sharing with some of our neighbors. So, we don't really need a lot of discovery. Focus mostly on trying to get things researched. Rogue Doctor. In Verdun. We don't want this Rogue Doctor. One way to deal with this is I can give you a Shadow Spy.
Yes, sir.
It gets us up to 50. So it's a 44% chance. No. We got a 43% chance of failure. No percent chance of critical failure. 50% chance of success, and the remainder at that point is critical success. We're going to close this lab down to force. I'm not appreciative of the fact that it's taking a long time to think about that. 81 versus difficulty 94. Okay, so you failed. Doctor died. A lot of alarm bells kept running for a long time. It seems like remote controlled. Second containment facilities in the wastelands have been activated with the doctor's computer. Some of the horde mutants have been released. Okay, so that wasn't great. They're offering to buy IP in York. 118. I'm only really on board with this because it's commerce. I'll give into it because it's commerce. Regular line of communication, sure. Auction. Reasonably cheap auction. We're gonna invest pretty heavily in this. We want to win these when we can, but they are competitive. So we don't know what the other people are bidding. And that's kind of the problem with those, really. The problem with those is that they're competitive, and we don't know what the other person's bidding. I'm gonna do nothing here.
Roger that.
That just lowers enforcement. Okay. It pisses off people who like enforcement. Scheduled meeting with the natives. We'd like to know your language better.
Roger that.
Keen start communications. Our linguists did not make progress. Seems to have been much amused by language, but we can't say they made any progress with it either. Okay. Did improve mutual relations by 5 points, so good to know. Do that enough times and then they'll come to us to propose. Why are you guys complaining about no supply? You should be getting supply. Zone should be able to send supply. You're connected to SHQ2, right? Yes. SHQ2 is there. Yeah, not 100% sure why you were having problems. Hopefully they don't persist. So what happened to my Hellraiser? A little worried about the atomic weapon going missing, guys.
Spotted. Abort mission.
So these are the mutants. Okay. Mutants aren't very good at defending, so we'll take this fight.
Advancing. Abort mission.
No luck. Same thing down here, although we don't get the action points really due to the attack down here. Although, 33 odds, we'll take that.
Advancing. Abort mission.
Okay, no casualties. We didn't inflict one on them. Okay. At least that should help to pin those guys down, so they don't go running around too much. Looks like the HQ has food. We told the zone it can deliver stuff, right?
Standing by for orders. Roger
Zone
that.
orders. Yep, press that button. Give me the super macro option.
Roger that.
Of course, we have a worker shortage just to screw with me. This should still... Well, it's been delayed 1 turn. Should finish in 2.
Spotted. Abort mission.
No dice. Okay, so they're in that hex, so we're not going to take that hex. Is what it is. Power's a little bit of an issue. Let's turn... Because we're going to need delays in the construction. We need to turn this down a little bit. This is eating up to 200 energy. Obviously short some. Let's turn down to 75%, see how that works. You know, given the circumstances, you will work really well
Roger that.
over there. So as Twitch had said earlier, the Galactic Republic tank is really, medium one, is really good for what it is. 100mm mass driver gun, 150mm of liquid armor, the nuclear engine, meaning we're just having to pay for every time the gun fires. Guess I'll make quick work of the mutants. Oh, we lost all the other Galactic Republic units over here as well, okay. Presumably due to the supply issues. Not sure why we had a supply issue. The SHQ should have sorted that, but I'm guessing they disappeared due to the poor supply. Okay.
We need more firepower, sir.
Those moments when you're like, I think there's something there, but I'm not sure there's something there. And yet there's totally something there. Yes, if we do a Shadow Diplomat. Victor, Foreign Affairs.
Roger that.
Minor. Offer protection on them.
Roger that.
Ooh, missed. As you see, the failure on offer protection doesn't do anything. So you want to be close enough that you don't critical fail on that roll. Because critical failing is bad. Yeah, hopefully this resolves itself. How short are we on workers? A lot. One way I can deal with the food problem is I can deal with my settlers here, which is, like I say, join this town. That'll help with hiring workers. Take them off the food budget so I don't have to feed them anymore. Okay, let's see how that rolls out. Okay, that's not great. We can still attempt to negotiate with them. Really, we need to deal with the mutants. We deal with the mutants, we can salvage the situation, I think. Because again, I think we can do diplomacy with the aliens if we're proactive enough with it. And we just need to keep them 3 hexes away from the city. Well, to be fair, if we're desperate, we can probably let them get close to the city. Just means we'll have to be a little more proactive with diplo annexing them. The mutants we really need to deal with. We need to get them out of the city limits. Should be coming up on us soon. Okay, so we're picking up at the bottom around 125. We got kill 200 infantry for the cost of 1,100, so it's not a particularly good turn for us. We have 3 decisions. We have a couple ongoing crises. Okay, we won the auction. More mind is fine. Disease and Verdun. Try to quarantine it.
Roger that.
There, that at least was successful. Alien natives threaten us. They're howling and screaming at the border with the server in the or they're gesturing to pay them credits or else. Okay, we'll give them some credits.
Roger that.
I've got more important things to deal with. Okay, pull the recon vehicle back. Okay, everything is improving, except for the food, obviously. I think the food will improve once the farm's done. And it should finish next turn. Okay, we got a rough packet to deal with them. Obviously... Oops, we hit them, which we didn't want to do. Okay, reform to pick it over there. Chase these guys back.
Advancing.
Tank should make it pretty quick work. Although, apparently the tank's trying to do all the heavy lifting by itself. 3 of the 4 units destroyed were destroyed by the tank. Okay, so they're gonna grab more hexes, which isn't ideal, but... From a damage control standpoint, I think we've stemmed the bleeding for the moment. Over here we also have decent industry, so I'm going to take the opportunity to start sealing roads over here. Okay, these guys know where their enemy is. Let's attack it.
Do no harm? Yeah, right.
enough infantry, or enough industry here. We can start doing our replacements. Start inserting number 4s. Bunch of machine guns missing. There we go. Okay, so the food should fix itself. Maybe a little bit closer to comfort than I would like. Next thing we need to do is we need to improve the volcanic energy so we can power up the heavy industry to full. Although that's going to cost metal. So maybe the answer is actually nationalize the mine. Yeah, I need more metal, so we need to nationalize that mine. Sorry, public sector. Or private sector. I was very happy with you using that mine. But the fact that you haven't upgraded it has become a problem. So you have lost your income source there. Okay, so that's now our mine. Owned by the government. Next turn, when the construction of the other location is done, we'll start building the metal mine up. Ideally, want to take it all the way to level 3. I'm thinking about my demands. When they're clearing 5 turns. Okay, so we can wait a couple more and then complete that one. Wall's gone down, but that's because of the new territory. There's not much I can do about that. Oh, and the wall here is going down as well, which isn't great at it. So we're probably going to fail that one. This one we're probably going to succeed at. Commerce pile get to 64. I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet, but it is what it is. Okay. Otherwise, I think the situation is stable. We want more industry over here, and that's kind of the problem. That's the ongoing problem. Over here. I've got lots of forces that could be doing things if they only had the roads to do the things with. Oh, I might be able to take another swing at making Protectorate on you. So, there's a chance to succeed. It would be even better if we had a shot at Diplomat on the Foreign Affairs Counselor.
Roger that. Roger that.
Critical success. There we go. So you got a Protectorate, you got a Protectorate. You had a Protectorate, which is me. Do I have enough diplomacy to do that? Yes.
Roger that.
Okay, we cycle the turn. Because we spent all the political power up, so there's nothing else to do other than cross our fingers and hope we've sorted the problems for the moment. Do I have... I don't have a garrison on. Well, I got some buses. Can I strategic move you 1 hex? Yes, please. Thank you. That way if something sneaks around and starts taking the HQ, it doesn't immediately fall here, because that would cause the entire defensive situation to collapse. That would be bad. That would be bad. The dog is currently outside, and I went to check on it. It was literally sitting outside the door, and I opened up the door, and it's raining outside, right? The dog's like, no, I don't want to come in. It's like, you don't need to sit outside. It's just like, but I want to. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna leave you out there. Dogs. Yeah, the situation over there is not particularly great. Although that situation, in comparison to what we had for our starting situation, I think it's going to be easier to fix. Should be moving around to us soon. Round 126, we have 6 decisions. We did kill units over the end turn, so it was a better end turn. We have 6 decisions. What's going to do about that? Waste disposal accidents, because one of the 6. Indicative corruption, which isn't good. Incident at the library. We like mind. This is the commander of the second HQ, so we're just going to
Yes, sir.
punish him. You can bribe him later.
Copy that.
Waste disposal, you have my full support. Success, mitigating damage. Although it still hurt a lot. Disease. Oh, this is from the event with the mutants, yeah.
Roger that.
Okay, managed to reduce the spread of the disease. Alienate is one of an official peace treaty, and we are probably going to say yes to that. Oh, and of course, there's no ammo over here. That's what we're running into. I haven't made any ammo over the second HQ. All the metal we got into ammo.
Spotted. Abort mission.
Northern mutants dealt with.
Right.
We're under fire. Request
Can't take that
backup.
hex. Yep, that'll still have to be what it is border-wise with the alien natives.
Roger that.
And we want to know more about the language.
Roger
So
that.
we do want to work towards unifying with them. Okay. Would have preferred that they would be one more rung of hexes out, but that isn't going to be too bad from the danger standpoint. Especially if we don't reconnaissance them. I think you only get danger if the civilians know the danger is there. A bit hard to be angry about a danger you don't know about. Okay, so food is almost stable, and I don't think we got the food bonus yet from this. So we'll see where we are next turn. We need the metal mine to be better. So you're going to get expanded. Metal mine.
Copy that.
Start upgrade. Dump the colonists in the town. As workers.
Copy that.
I also arguably have enough to raise another brigade in personnel. Would potentially give me enough. Yeah, should give me enough that I can cover the entire slavers on the west. This guy down, free up the tank. Raise. Oh, our logistics is so bad, I gotta raise them in the capital? No, even that's not enough. What am I short on? Got the men, got the bullets, got the iron. Oh, I don't have the industry. Need more industry. Never mind. Okay. Oh no, can't do improvised IP because we don't got enough industry. Argument to do more diplomacy with the Xenos. Yeah, I can afford it. We'll do more diplomacy with Xenos.
Roger that.
The sooner we get them ready for integration, the sooner we can integrate them. Unlike our regular troops, they don't need to eat. So we can actually potentially use them to close a lot of the gap. Well, I say they don't need to eat. They don't need to be supplied to the SHQ, I believe. Because, well, they're nomads. The one example of the game where you get to integrate nomads. So they used to existing with no supply line. Second on the turn, because obviously I'm out of blue power. There's not much else I can do this turn. Well, except build things that I don't have the industry or metal to build. Could add more to the build queue and get things really annoyed with me. I like things being built on time and not competing for a limited pool of resources, so we're not going to do that. But yes, with the case of this run, I definitely feel like we're like right on the precipice of getting all we need to just be going zooming across the jungles, zooming across the mountains. But at the same time, it's like, well, we don't quite have that. We don't quite have... Well, we don't have the industry. The industry problem is going to be one of those solutions where it's like, we've solved the problem, and now we have all the industry we need for all of eternity, until it becomes a problem again somehow. Tends to be my experience with industry. Partly because it costs more industry to build industry than the industry generates in the short term. So when you're building industry, you've got like no industry. All of a sudden you're done building it and it's like, where did all this industry come from? The answer is you were spending it on the industry. It's like expanding the bureaucracy to meet the needs of the expanding bureaucracy. You don't have enough until you have way too much. I think... Well, that was when our rebels were. Apparently the mutants are not classed as our rebels, and or the mutant didn't move. That could have also happened. Should be coming around to us soon. Probably going to do one more turn in this part for YouTube, and then we'll put the part break when we come around to the end of the end turn on this next turn. Okay, build 100 infantry over the end turn. We have 4 decisions awaiting us on round 127. Prometheus and York's. York's having a continuing bad day. Secret Service is not cheap enough yet for me to want to pick it up.
Yes, sir.
And we're not ready for the Applied Science Council yet. Roaming Thieves, yes, you have my full support. Critical success, that was successful. Oh no, Verdun is still struggling. Disease resembling the Reap Syndrome in Verdun. We have lost 200 population to it. Our latest patient count puts 1% of the populace as infected. Seems the disease is diminishing, as our quarantine effects are working successfully. Continue to quarantine. Quarantine is successful. Ask them to help us learn their language.
Roger that.
We made no progress. They're amused with it. Okay. Oh no, you're not there yet. Can you pull the recon car back? No delays on the metal mine. See. Not really enough industry to do anything over there. Over here, got peace with you. No, interesting, you don't have enough action points to move, so that means your readiness is pretty bad. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna wait one more turn. Attack them next turn with the tank when we've got enough action points, I think, to make a difference. And I want more bullets over here because we got no
Yes, sir.
bullet manufacturing yet. Got the industry, so let's seal the roads while I've got it. Future-proofing the logistics. The rest of that's fine. We've got no petrol supply over here, so I don't want to nationalize the transport hub yet. Can we get salvaging it here? Yes. That'll give us a temporary supply of petrol. When that's done, we might nationalize the transport hub. Over here... Oh, over here we already worked out we don't have the industry. Because we're expanding the middle. We do have political power. So we can either do improvised IP or going to work on that diplomacy with the alien natives. I think the alien natives are going to take precedent. Except I don't have a... I only have the team, I don't have the minor one. I want the minor one because I can afford the minor one. So, that's not what we're doing. Same time, what is... reasonably happy? We'd like the danger to be lower, but we can't fix that. Okay. At which point we need more industry, so the improvised IP is the next thing to do over there.
Received.
And that was a terrible roll. It'll alert political power. Shame. Did I have the right zone selected? No, we probably would have even got even better than the other one if I did the other one, so presume we had the right zone selected. Okay, we're gonna get the metal line done. That's gonna provide us with more metal. We do need to stockpile up enough that I can do the industry. I should probably start stockpiling up enough to expand the power plant. Because honestly, I probably actually need the power plant more than I need the industry right now. Because I need the power plant to power the industry. Yeah. So we need 5 more high-tech parts. It's gonna take a while to buy up. Especially because we're buying one at a turn. Oh, that sucks. But
Affirmative.
better. Yeah. So we need 6. We got 4. Okay, that's our political power for the moment. We're going to take the mine to level 3. Once we have the mine at level 3, I may... We'll see where we are with volcanic energy. We're ready to do the upgrade on the volcanic energy, we'll do that. Although that's 3,000 metal. The machines is trivial, the high-tech... Well, the high-tech once it's purchased isn't going to be that bad. The fact that we're having to purchase it and not make it is the bad thing about that. Although, we're rich enough that's not a problem. We do have pretty aggressive taxes, most times. %, so in 2 turns, so during the next part we'll finish geotectonics. This will make it cheaper to build the roads we need to, and improve the roads, because at some point we're going to have to pave these roads. And the roads through the forest, and the road through the mountain, all that's going to get affected with the geotectonics. The only thing that doesn't get affected by geotectonics is like the nice, easy-to-build roads and flat terrain. Military research, rocket energy is 70%. Current rate, 4 turns. Air Force is quite a way out. Yeah, I probably should give up on the rocket engine. Because we're going to end up doing... probably do guided RPG. Because we'll get it done faster. Literally get it done faster. Need 4,000, you need 2,000, yeah. So yeah, we do guided RPG next. So yeah, I should swap off of rocket engine. Honestly, because I'm better off doing jet engine. Rocket engine here is me trying to grab the 4th one. And we're going to be faster.
Copy that.
Researching.
Copy that.
Heavy RPG. Or guided RPG. Okay. Obviously I spent my last political power there, so I need to stop. I need to stop poking things, because I don't have anything to poke with. Cycle attack. Look at the time. This is the end turn where we're going to put the part break at the end of it. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, once again, I'm going to try to take a short break between parts. In this case, I'm going to be trying to coax in the dog. So we'll see if the dog comes inside. I let the dog out to use the bathroom, and the dog is apparently enjoying being outside in the rain, as the dog does. Yeah, so it may be a slightly longer break, because I'm obviously playing by ear as far as recording goes, because I'm working around trying to watch an old dog. And I suppose in the meantime, we're watching the borders here. The only border that is likely to maybe be interesting is the stuff over here, really. So I suppose I should actually put the camera over here, because you're more likely to see interesting things over here. And/or you'll be able to know that an interesting thing has happened, because it's not pointed here anymore. Just a flick over to where the thing happened. Okay, so we're seeing a little bit of motion from the majors, north and south. Although it's a bit spotty because we don't have very much reconnaissance in either of them. Especially in the north one these days. I don't have any trees with them. Twitch chat saying, "Hey Will, did you end up checking out the Steam sale? Any that are tempting for you? I checked it out, but it seems like all the games I was interested in either did not go on sale for whatever reason, or did not great by 75%, but we're like 70%, or we're like 90% in summer." Okay. No, I haven't checked out the sale. Although partially that's because I suspect a lot of the games I'm interested in picking up right now are likely not to be on sale, so I'm not too worried about the sale. As well, I'm thinking about picking up Surviving Mars, which arguably you could argue that one is on sale. That one's I think 50% off the base game for people who had the old Surviving Mars. EU5 just came out. I don't think that's on sale because it's a little bit new for that. And then one of the other ones I'm thinking about maybe picking up at some point is Whiskerwood, which again I think only just came out, so it's likely not on sale. And I think it's still in early access, so that's probably not on sale. Yeah, Twitch I said yes, right. EU5 is not on sale. Yeah. And neither is Whiskerwood yet. The games that just came out recently are probably not going to be on sale. That's fair enough. What I should check is I should check if some of the Victoria 3 DLC is on sale that I don't have. Although, I doubt the one that I don't have is on sale. That's probably because it was the most recent DLC part. And I'm not worried about the music pack. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have a part up tomorrow where we respond to the fact we killed 5 infantry with the intern. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to try to coax the dog in, as Twitch has said before, the woof woof in, before I start recording the next part. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.